gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time for our main event of the evening. How are you guys? Good to see you. Hope we're all doing well on this Friday evening. Just thought I'd come in, do a live, chill, etc., etc. Whee! The cows, man. Feeling good. What you doing there, King Wasabi? Skadoosh. I'm waiting for it to make a cream pie with ice wash. Cool. Awesome sauce. Indeed. So anyway, we'll do a song. Let's start with the big old. The big old. The big old. Working all day and the sun don't shine, trying to get by, and I'm just kidding time. I feel the rain fall the whole night through, far away from you. California blue, California blue, dreaming all alone, nothing else to do. California blue, Every day I pray I'll be on my way, saving love for you, California blue. One sunny day I'll get back again, somehow, some way, but I don't know when. California blue, California blue. Living my life with you on my mind, thinking of things that I left far behind. It's been so long, doing all I can do to get back to you, California blue. California blue, dreaming all alone, nothing else to do, California blue. Every day I pray I'll be on my way, saving love for you, California blue. One sunny day I'll get back again, somehow, some way, but I don't know when. California blue, California blue. Still missing you, California blue. Still missing you, California blue. Still missing you, California blue. It's the lovely lady love. How are you, sweetheart? Always good to see you. There's a few big movies coming out. Quantum Mania would be one. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Maybe the big events next week. We got big game coming out. It's Hogwarts Legacy. So it should be interesting. What do you know? What do you say, guys? What's the haps? What's going down? Yeah, I just got back from a little gathering that I had, so it was a lot of fun. You sing songs as you do. I mean, of course, it's me because has to be a sing song. You know what I mean? You drinky poos and some beer. It was a good day. Is there anybody out there? Come say hello. Freya, good to see you. Hope you're well. Smash that like and kill that share, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, I'm good. Welcome, Fish. Good to see you. Welcome to the for our people. I'll do a song. As if I don't do enough of them, but I'll do a song. As you do. Uh, yeah, this I'm going under, and this time I feel there's no one to save me. This all or nothing really got a way of driving me crazy. I need somebody to heal, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody to hold. It's easy to stay, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you numbed all the pain, and now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love. I'm going under, and this time I fear there's no one to turn to. This all or nothing way of loving got me sleeping without you. Now I need somebody to know, somebody to heal, somebody to have, just to know how it feels. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you helped me escape. And now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love. And I tend to close my eyes when it hurts sometimes. I fall into your arms. I'll be safe and sound when you turn back around. For now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pull the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love. But now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pull the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love. I let my guard down, and then you pull the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love. Ah, DJ Vix. Hello, hon. Kirby lady. Hello.
Hello, Eddie. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Not bad. Not
Hello,
bad.
Eddie.
Got
How
done
are
with
you
my
doing?
chores.
I'm doing good.
Oh, shit. Not bad. Not
Yeah.
bad. Sorry about that.
It's all good. It's all good. So what's shaking?
None much. He figured out that Cascade Virtual in Oregon is down right now. So there goes Friday school.
He probably heard you talking about it.
No, he actually told me that he actually tried to get into the class and it wouldn't let him in. And
Yeah.
then he heard me talking about it. So he was like, I know it's not my connection. Dad's online.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's Friday. Let him Xbox. Everybody will be waking up here in a minute over in your area. Yeah. You know how them gamers are. They up all night.
Oh, yeah. That'll be me next week. There's a big game coming out.
Oh, is there a big game coming up?
Yeah.
Who's playing?
So of the Harry Potter franchise.
All right.
So I might do a live stream next week and show me salty skills.
I'm doing pretty good, everybody. Just like living the dream.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal, like to the gaming world, anyway. So
yeah, I don't know what he's going to be doing. I'd leave him alone when he's gaming with his buddies.
Yeah. So what was he got? Twitch, or has he got what was he got?
He's on an Xbox. He's one of those young gentlemen that his friends come and get him when they're having a hard time, and he jumps in games with them. He's pretty good with those virtual weapons on their games. I'm actually pretty proud of him. Last year, he was playing with some buddies in Red Dead, and they had this really racist Call of Duty. His Call of Duty buddies were going, damn, this kid's bad. And my son got tired of what he was saying to one of his other friends, so he just started hunting him down in the game. Every time he spawned back in, my son would go hunt him down. Nobody's been able to find the young gentleman anywhere on Red Dead anymore. My son hunted him down so much, and they haven't. He's put it. The young gentleman's. He probably put his Xbox into offline mode, but he doesn't play Red Dead 2 anymore. I heard my son in there yelling at him, "You don't talk that way to my friends, you little racist." And it was on. He said the wrong thing to one of my son's friends.
Whoops.
Hey, hopefully he learned his lesson. There's people out there that won't tolerate it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Welcome to the great DJ.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you, Fish, Eddie?
I'm doing good.
I'm glad. I come on Fish mute. This is something I've said.
No, I was going to get up and go get coffee. You don't need to hear my dogs barking at me.
Oh, of course. How are your lovely dogs anyway? Are they all right?
Yeah, my dogs. Oh, he ran off camera. He ran away from me right as I clicked.
I've seen your cream one.
Yeah.
It looks like a pug, but I don't know whether it was a pug. But the pug
No,
like
he's a Chihuahua. He's a hybrid Chihuahua. He's one of the Chihuahua breeds, but they
it looked like a Chihuahua to me. But it's a very big Chihuahua anyway.
Yeah, here.
Dog, nonetheless. So.
He's not a teacup. It's just I can't
No.
remember.
He's a sweet dog. I saw him when he was on Devo's. Oh,
yeah.
it's a cutie. It looks a little bit like a corgi as well.
Yeah, he's I can't remember what it is. It's like Pommy or something. No, that's not it. Thunder.
Oh wow! That is
son's dog. Here, let me see if he'll let me do it. Oh, you can't see his eyes good enough.
Is he a bull breed?
Huh?
Has he got bull in him? Is he a bull breed?
Pit bull and hound.
See?
And his eyes actually where his spots.
Yeah.
Okay, go on, guys. Go on.
Oh, it's a beautiful dog.
Where his spots.
I noticed that with the head. He's got a similar head to my bull mastiff, so that's why I asked if he's a bull breed. So he's beautiful.
He is, and where his spots split his eye. His eyes actually two color. Both of his eyes have two different colors in them.
A lot of pit bulls are like that, though, aren't they? A lot of them have like one blue eye and another dark eye.
Yeah.
A lot of
in his eye, part of it is brown and part of it is blue.
Yeah, it's a genetic defect in pit bulls.
Huh. I
read up a lot on bull breeds when I knew I was going to get one as a working dog. I thought I'd need to like read up on what the breed's about and that. And well, people say bull breeds and they think vicious dogs, don't they? But
it's right in line.
As I can tell you, my one's a gentle giant, and he loves Eddie's.
That's my son's dog. He's a baby. You know the one you have to worry about is the Chihuahua.
Of course. Hello, Lilies. Yeah, we're talking about you. He's just jumping all over Tonkin at the minute. So.
How's the goofball doing anyway?
Well, what's really funny.
Are you talking about Tonkin or are you talking about Leo here?
Well, both people, if you like.
What's really funny is
you can
Potato and Sarah's dog. That dog loves me and it hears me. It comes running out and jumps in her lap looking for me. That dog loves me. I don't know why.
So smoking sweet. It's just like gone down the wrong way, and it's like, oh Jesus! If you catch my drift of fish, it's one of them days. It's all good.
Hi, Angie. Good to see you. Welcome in.
I just got back. I didn't quite hear that all.
We're actually I'm smoking something at the moment. It went down the wrong way a little bit. If you catch my drift, it's one of those days.
Oh, I've had those too.
Well, I'm
Hey,
having
Black
to
Panther
find
National.
different things that are good because I've been having tons of seizures, and I'm trying to find different ways of getting on top of it. It's like I would say in 4 days, I had about 85 seizures. It wasn't funny at all. That's why I haven't been online or anything, Been
Yeah,
keeping quiet
I'm
and
probably online too much. Hey, Black National.
I wouldn't say you're a panel whore. Eddie's catching up on you. Isn't that right? You're
I
everywhere.
haven't jumped on Eddie's panel before, but I'm in panels. It depends on what time of day and who's up. I go on the drama show.
See, the
I'm like,
thing is with that, Angie, it's not actually legal in the UK. I can get it on private prescription, and that'd be legal completely, but it's very expensive. So, but it's like finding as an official tell you, it's finding the right strain, and because it's a neurological thing, you've got to be careful what you're smoking. That's why I can't touch sativa at all anymore. But any kind of indica is good, but a lot of people don't know what they're selling half the time, especially if it's not legal.
oh, over here, the dispensaries, you know what they're selling.
Well,
They
exactly. This is why I think it'd be good if they did legalise it properly over here. It would solve a
should
lot of
be
problems, wouldn't it,
legalized
Eddie?
worldwide.
I think she's over there. Anyway. Yeah, she's
Somebody's
in.
back feeding.
Sorry, fish.
Somebody's YouTube's still playing.
It's not mine.
Certainly not mine.
I've got my muted, darling, so it's not mine.
Yeah, definitely not mine.
I don't have my headphones in, but that could be it. But if it's causing an issue, I'll put my headphones in. It's not a problem.
I don't know. I know it's not mine. I was muted.
But you've got echo on yours now, and that wasn't like it before. Was it, Eddie?
that should be okay.
Maybe it's in a different room.
Echo. It's DJ.
I'm not echoing, am I?
You can barely hear me in the background on replay. It takes about 30 seconds.
I can hear you very well. I don't know what Eddie can hear. I mean, Tom can just put it on his phone, so that'll definitely.
All you gotta do is mute the YouTube channel you came in from.
It already is on you, darling, so I know it's not coming from mine.
It's probably Tompkin, is it? Has he?
He just turned his YouTube. He just checked it to see, and he turned it off immediately. So no, we'll be watching it from my laptop. So
yeah, I tried to adjust the like with the audio settings there.
Yeah, who knows? I just pick up on it every now and then, and I could hear myself in the background after I'd said it.
It might be the room you're in. It could be the room I'm in, possibly. I don't know.
Who knows?
What's my favourite football club? I'm a Villa fan. So they're a Birmingham team, if you didn't know. Obviously, Manchester United is obviously from Manchester, so bloody Man U fans. Oh, I see you was in a channel with another Man U fan this morning. Mm-hmm. Did you have fun with Dino? Oh.
It was wonderful fun. So
I told you he's not too bad. it's when he's been a little bit on the gargle, you know, and he gets a little bit overexcited, and he gets a little bit more cheeky as well. But he doesn't do it with malice or anything. I was trying to, I said that to you before, didn't I? You know, give him a bit of a chance, and you know, he is a good person and that. But I couldn't believe Coulter's doing a live like that. I mean,
Yeah,
but
he's doing a lot of them at crazy o'clock in the morning, you know.
well,
Wow, Angie.
I was with it at 6 a.m, so I could have come in and joined you if I'd have known about it, but I didn't know. So I was like, okay. And then Jonathan phoned me to see if I was right this morning, and that's when I realised you've been live. And I've watched pretty much all of it. So I think there's about an hour, just under an hour. But it seems like you were having a good laugh in there anyway. And Smile jumped in nicely. Nice guy, isn't he?
Yeah, Smile's alright. Yeah, he was.
Oh, you don't like Ronaldo. I feel you, sweetheart. I feel you. He's a bit of a dickhead, if you ask me. But yeah, I agree with you there. He's a good football player, though, but he's a bit of a gobshite.
He's mellowed I feel like in the last few years. Like he's actually improved as a player, I think.
As a player, but is he turning more like Gareth Southgate in the upstairs department? And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's like, I mean,
I don't think Gareth Southgate could be more woke if he tried, could he? I mean,
he's gone woke, is he?
Well, I think if he bends his knee any bloody more, he'd need a couple of knee replacements. I mean, he was going to make all the England players go over to Qatar and bend the knee. Yeah, that is if that's going to happen, you know. Oh, you're being requested to sing.
Emerald Fitzgerald. I like that song.
I'm not familiar with
it. You had Caesar's Fish, okay.
You don't know the Emerald Fitzgerald?
No, I was saying I didn't know you had seizures yourself. I mean, do you know what kind of seizures they are? Because there's loads of different kinds.
Hello, welcome.
Mine are, come to find out, we know more about it than when I was a kid. My seizures come from, I've had over 25 documented concussions. And I received a TBI, and mine come from that brain having a stroke and coming out of the stroke with
I
have brain damage. I have seizures now when I get too stressed. There's several things that trigger them. Work too hard, I'll start having a seizure. I have two different kinds. I have I black out if I have a grand mal. I've blacked out.
Which are tonic, the same. Well, one of them, I get those too. So yeah, they feel horrible when those happen.
I hate it that I actually have blackouts that like blank. I blanked 4 months. Is the longest.
Yeah.
Don't remember.
I find the blackouts the worst because I get two kinds of seizures as well, but I black out also. It's separate. I don't get any warning with the blackouts, but I get like an aura with the other two. That's why my dog's a seizure alert dog. So he tells me when it's going to happen. He saves my life. So
my mother-in-law actually trained my little one to be a seizure alert dog for her to tell her when I was
brilliant, aren't they? Well, I mean, he gives me up to an hour's warning. There's normally anything between 45 minutes to an hour, so that's pretty good to get somewhere safe, I think. Because before I get like 60 seconds if I'm lucky, and that's no time at all if you're crossing a road or something.
Hey, Eddie, private chat. There's the wreck of the Emerald Fitzgerald is actually the name of the song. I put a YouTube link up there for you in private chat.
All right, thanks. I'll.
I mean, I don't know whether you know.
Today, but maybe later for your request. You seem to be one of those guys hear it through once and you got it.
I don't know, Angie, whether you know this, but taking the knee, because Black Lives Matter is a political party, politics and that kind of thing isn't allowed in football whatsoever, so they shouldn't be allowed to do it.
Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, sister, know the water's sweet and blood is thicker. Ooh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. Hey, brother, do you still believe in one another? Hey, sister, do you still believe in love? I wonder if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. What if I'm far from home? Oh, brother, I will hear you call. If I lose it all, oh, sister, I will help you out. If the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, sister, do you still believe in love? I wonder if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. What if I'm far from home? Oh, brother, I will help you out. If I lose it all, oh, sister, I will help you out. If the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do.
Thank you, Eddie.
Yeah, that was great, Eddie.
I forgot, I muted myself then. I was like, oh shit, it's been left on his own. Sorry, Eddie, for goodness sake. That must be bad, like you singing a really nice song and then you finish and then all you hear is dead silence and you think, Was I that terrible? But no, you weren't, sweetheart.
Yeah, good, man.
Haven't.
Yeah. I don't know whether you heard Tompkins say that he liked it as well.
Yeah, just about major.
Yeah, sorry, Eddie. I'm just deadly tired, man.
Yeah, it's all good, brother. It's all good.
I mean,
Yeah,
if Eddie's not live, I mean, I might be doing a live on my channel later on, and we normally like have a laugh and a donut over there. So one of us will be live tonight, and Eddie normally comes on mine when I go live anyway, and we normally back each other up. When we try to, when each of us goes live, we try and be there, you know, for the other person and give somebody to bounce off of, doesn't it? So they're not talking continuously on their own, which, yeah, you can do that sometimes, but it gets a bit, well, some people like doing that, but I prefer having lots of people like to talk to rather than just being yourself, you know?
Yeah, you need a co-host, I found out.
Oh, yeah, I think so, Fish. That's why I'm glad Devo and Upstate have got together, because I love those guys like brothers. I mean, Upstate, I would do anything for. He saved me in regards to my PTSD and that.
okay, Angie, this is for you. I'll play this song for you.
Gordon Lightfoot, love him.
How popular is this song?
Gordon Lightfoot. So,
You might be able to find a cover of it that you wouldn't get a copyright fee for.
This song was epic back in the day.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down at the big lake they call Gitchagumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with a crew and good captain well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. Then later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? The wind in the wires made a tattletale sound, and the wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait when the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind. When supper time came, the old cook came on deck saying, "Fellas, it's too rough to feed you." At 7 p.m. a main hatchway gave in. He said, "Fellas, it's been good to know ya." The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. Later that night, when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water. And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. Lake Huron rolls Superior sings in the rooms of her ice water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen. And farther below, Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. The iron boats go, as the mariners all know, with the gales of November remembered. In a musty old hall in Detroit, they prayed in the Maritime Sailors' Cathedral. The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, they said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early.
Pepperoni.
That was a very Irish ballad, wasn't it?
Hey, Quick Squad, how you doing? I told Eddie about your channel. Maybe he can come in.
What's his channel about?
Hey, Quick Squad, welcome.
What's Quick's channel about?
He does fishing, karaoke on Saturday night.
He's a musician then. Okay.
Hey, Creek Squad, towards the top of chat is Eddie's link for StreamYard. Come on in.
Well, come and say hi. You don't bite in here, or unless you ask.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just telling people to come on in.
He's welcome to, man.
That is exactly why Eddie pinned the link, so it's an open panel.
Yep.
Which is what I do, but some people don't realise that you can get into StreamYards by doing that. So you have to put it in both every so often. That's a little bit strange, but it's all good. So how was the live this morning and that? Because like I say, I only watched half of it, so
Yeah, it was okay.
So that means you got a bit annoyed. Was somebody in the chat being a dick or something, or?
No, it's well, as I say, it was fine.
Because I did notice that someone in the chat was trying to provoke the situation. There was a couple of people in there actually that when I was reading it, I thought, that don't seem right to me. I don't know whether you picked up on that.
There's always somebody trying to be the stick.
Yeah, but these people bringing up another person's channel, which I think Marshall should steer well clear of that situation completely and not get dragged into other people's arguments that are commenting in his chat. Because our friend has been through a lot and he's been troubled quite a bit before by some nasty people. So now I think it's better he just keeps well away from toxic arguments and all that. He doesn't need it, and he doesn't want it either. So,
I discussed with him privately anyway, so it's
oh, you did? Okay. As I spoke to him briefly about midday, and just to make sure he was okay and that, and it's about looking out for each other, isn't it? At the end of the day.
Yeah, and you got to have a little thicker skin on YouTube because there's
Oh,
people.
I agree with you, but
No, there's people that make it their job to go into every chat and every panel they can find.
agent provocateurs, you mean?
Yeah, you just got to let water run off like a turtle's back because there's people that
Yeah, I
make it
agree.
their job to go troll.
But it helps, so doesn't it? If you've got a few trusted people that you can lean on whenever you really do need it, and they have your back 100%, it's good to have that too.
I mean that's why I discuss things like privately.
Well, yeah,
I
no,
don't
of
say
course
this
not.
publicly, you know.
Of course not. That's why things like that. I will sort of say what I think, and it's obviously his choice or whatever. But at least then I know I've been a good friend for warning him about potential dangers and stuff like that. Because you have to on here. I mean, there's so much bitchiness going on at the minute on this platform. It's just come out of nowhere again, and
Oh, that's crazy.
it comes in waves, doesn't it, Eddie? Have you noticed that it'd be alright for a little while, and then it'll get like a battlefield again. And it's like out of nowhere, trivial things, and that's why I think maybe a lot of it's going on like on other platforms like WhatsApp and stuff like that. It's way too organised, if you ask me.
Oh, there's groups that go around doing that.
Yeah,
That's what they're
yeah,
about.
it's across
Okay.
every platform. So I mean, it's not just the one. I don't get it, but like let them
I was,
do what they want to. I
I
mean,
was going to say to you, Fish, and now that you said that you have seizures and that, I mean, I was going to do a stream about how cannabis and oils are good for seizures and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
another one that my buddy the plant man turned me on to is elderberry. And one of my other friends who has seizures,
Okay.
they actually they actually did something that I don't agree with, but they gave him elderberries right in the middle while he was having a seizure, and he crushed them with his teeth, and just they said it was
During
almost
the seizure? Seriously? That's dangerous, isn't it? Because you could choke.
oh I know, but it stopped.
Whoa.
He now takes elderberry, and they go
Okay.
it stopped his seizure like that, and he's like a once or twice a week type guy. Last time I talked to him, he had a seizure in 4 months.
I might get some of that then and see. I mean, it can't hurt, can it? You say it's just normal elderberry.
Normal elderberry.
Okay. Well, there's lots of health food shops that would sell that, or
In my botanist buddy, this lady right here, Nicole.
Claude Davis. Okay.
No, the
And
one
you-
above, Nicole.
Oh, yeah, the actual doctor, and she's written it with a lady called Claude Davis.
He's a guy.
Oh,
Claude.
my bad.
But she was on
Oh,
one of those
Christina.
survival programs, and it's the longest known survival. This book comes highly recommended by my buddy.
I think Eddie would be interested in that book as well.
And it teaches you how to make tinctures, everything else. This comes highly recommended from my herbalist buddy.
So it's called The Lost. What's the rest of that book? The Lost
Book of Herbal Remedies.
Book. Oh, this bloody laptop! I can't see what I'm doing. Look. Oh, it actually comes up.
Oh yeah, it's on Amazon.
Oh,
They
yeah,
sell it
I
on
can see that.
Amazon. I got mine on Amazon.
Yeah, I can actually. There's actually different titles of them.
Yeah, it's the Lost
Wait,
Book
it's
of
on here.
Remedies. Claude had
It's Native American.
Yes, that one.
Yeah. Oh, £63 5p. Yeah, that guy can kiss my big toe. Wow.
I don't know what the exchange rate is, but I got mine at a pretty good price. It's worth the money. I will say that. My herbalist.
Well, I'm looking at a few, and like there's, I think there's one on eBay for 20 quid. There's one for £42.60. I mean, and then another person is asking £63 and 5p.
And did you check Amazon and see what they're saying?
41.33. Yeah, one on Amazon was. Actually, I haven't found it on Amazon yet because it's a different book completely. There's a Native Americans version on Amazon, but I might just go on Amazon anyway. And it's a native one. Herbal remedies for beginners.
Books in the U.S.
This is the one. Whoa! £136.48p, and the new and the used and new offers £83.78. Whoa! That is expensive for a book.
I know. My
Yeah, I'd be able to get it cheaper than that, but
my herbal buddy bought it. He liked it so much he came back and bought me one and bought me another book. He bought me a couple books just so I'd have them. I told him I'm not going to pay that for a book, and he goes, "No, I am. This next one coming in."
oh bless.
Yeah, Kira will probably get it for cheaper. If you're
Well, Eddie, if I can get it at a decent price, would you be interested in a copy of that book?
I would like. I mean, I would be quite an encyclopedia myself, so I wouldn't need the book, you know, because I have them.
There's another one here called the Native American Herbalist Bible, 7 books in one.
I've seen that book.
That looks like a good book as well. It says 7 books in one.
Nicole's book literally teaches you how
Remember
to do
the majority of what I gave like
Yeah, I
my
think
mother
it'd be about 20 quid.
to make her live longer.
What you got it on there, Dawn?
It was
I know, that's what I looked at it on Amazon. I thought that was taking the blatant piss. I wanted Nicker for a book. Oh dear, but
well, I'm sure you can get it on eBay as well.
yeah, it's one for I think 20 quid in here. Let's have a look.
Or what was
I just thought I'd recommend it to you because she teaches you how to
You can get
dry.
it as a digital version.
there's another website called the Book Suppository or the Depository.
Actually, I've heard of that. You can get the digital book for 20 quid and the physical book for 70 quid. You still would get it
Well,
cheaper.
there you go. There's a better price for you already.
Or a digital copy. Yeah, but it's better to have the physical book, isn't it? You said that the Book Suppository.
Depository.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that sounds better. My bad. Oh, yeah, I found it. Right, okay. What an idiot. I feel like
That's where some literature comes out of your ears.
yeah, obviously, because I mean, what a stupid thing to say. I mean, fuck's sake. It always seems to come out of my mouth, doesn't it?
Yeah. You walk into it so much, you know.
I'm well aware. Oh, it's come up the Lost Book of Remedies. That's not what I bloody looked up. What was the title of that book?
Lost Book of Remedies.
Has a brown cover anyway.
Yeah, it's come up. Let's see what it says in here. No, they haven't got any in stock, so I'll put notify me on that then. I'm sure libraries would probably have it, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
I'd say they would, yeah.
Not that I'm going to steal it from a library, but if that's no, it wouldn't be like that.
You can go get it, look at it. She has color pictures in it instead of drawings. I mean, teaches.
Oh wow, okay.
She teaches you how to make miniatures. She puts it under like your different problems, how to dry herb. I mean,
Oh wow.
color pictures of the plants.
Okay.
And my herb buddy said she's actually got like 3 in here that he hadn't seen in any other book, and he was glad to see them there. He only knew about them through research.
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend the book if I'm not sitting here myself reading.
Oh no, of course not. And but thank you for the information, because that would help a lot.
Yeah, she's got a whole section on epilepsy, I believe.
Okay.
Actually,
There was a period of time last year when a friend of mine sent me some normal hemp oil because I was having problems sleeping, and he thought it might, help me sleep, which it did. And then I got some with some cumin seed in it, which gave me loads of energy, but it helped me out. And then I got some normal CBD and another one with THC in it. And I went, seizure free for over 10 days straight. Now that is a very long time for me to go without one seizure. I mean, yeah, I was giggling my ass off the whole time pretty much, but
better than having a seizure.
Well, but I had just, I got a really bad chest infection, and I needed to know which stuff was really wiping me out, because I have a heart condition as well. So I literally came off everything and was being monitored. So that's why I came off of it in the end. But It's finding a person in the UK that can produce it safely because of the sativa part of it, you know.
Yeah. Skull Cap is one that's recommended.
Well, a friend of mine, we're not in contact anymore, but at that time, he put some feelers out to make sure that I would get some that wouldn't hurt me.
Valerium root.
Okay.
That's two. One's
I think this would be a good stream, Eddie, don't you think? If we could talk about alternative medicines, how it affects, you know, serious conditions and stuff.
Yeah.
They almost killed me with the pharmaceutical drugs. Hard no flower is
Yeah.
another one, and I'm
Well,
on
I went into
medicine.
See,
went into
that's what I've been saying to you,
yeah. No, I know. I went into anaphylactic shock when they were trying to give me antibiotics, and I told them to read my medical records before giving me anything because of what I'm allergic to. They ignored that, and yeah, my heart stopped. So yeah, I'm with you there. You've got to be very careful on what you take. But because of my conditions, it's difficult to monitor that properly with just herbal remedies. I mean, if it was just one condition, it would be okay. But the fact that I was born with a hip and back condition anyway, which is a pain in itself, but the neurological and the heart, you know, are three major parts of the body which you have to be careful, obviously. I mean, yeah, I will try things out to a degree, but I'm very cautious in what I take because my heart has stopped twice. I feel like I'd be tempting fate if I do something stupid, you know. No, I appreciate you saying, you know, and the advice you do give me, Eddie, because I do listen to you and I do take it back to my doctor. So that medication that you suggested, both you and Guru, my heart doctor is given the okay to try it.
Yeah, good.
So I said that he'd be all right, but he just wanted to make sure the neurology team finally got back to him. So
Oh,
from a
that's good.
neurological standpoint, it won't hurt my head. So I will get some. I'll let you know if it works or not. I know it took some time, but
If the alternative medicine works for Thompson, it'll certainly work for you, and it will work for me as well. You know, I mean, it's worked for my mother, and she had worse ailments like cancer, diabetes,
yeah,
cellulitis, like she. Like I mean, like and because she took the medication that I gave her, like she got to live longer, you know.
of course.
And that's why I'm such a believer in alternative medicine. You know?
Hi Barry, I didn't see you in chat. I didn't have I didn't have the comments on. Oh, I do apologise. Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you said.
For me, I met a professor at the OHSU, and they had tried to kill me with some pharmaceutical medication. It bad, and I just was refusing to take medication. And he's the one that recommended CBDs and THC to me. And then my buddy with the elderberry, I haven't been, I still have them. I just haven't been having them as bad. The other one, the pharmaceutical, I have them all. I'd just have full blown ones. Whether I'm on CBDs and THC,
Yeah.
it's the same thing. I still have them, but they're just not severely bad anymore. I've had one grand mal in 3 months.
Wouldn't you be able say if I took the oils, wouldn't you be able to put the elderberry in with the oil to make it taste better as well?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've
So
heard
make a feature like that, can't you?
wine out of it.
I just thought that'd be probably be better to do it like that rather than, well, until I get the oil, that is, I can take it separately. But when I do get the oil and try it out, I could mix it in, and it would two birds one stone, isn't it? But you know, it'd be nice to see if I can go without seizures for a little while, and then I can at least go back to my doctors and say, look, I'm going to keep a diary on my heart rate and all of that the whole time, how many seizures I have, what kind they are, and you know, to keep a detailed log as much as I can of it, and then see what they say to that, because I think it would be quite beneficial for them to actually have a diary of somebody that's going through it to see, and
Yeah,
then stop taking it for a while and then see what my body's like then, you know? Do it from
yeah,
a two-way point of view.
and just you do the journal, right? My daughter's epileptic, and she has a journal, and just by doing your daily journals about what is, you know,
I did for a while, but I stopped for a while because of the PTSD and that. I didn't want to remember. I was remembering enough. I didn't want it to keep on remembering it, and having it on paper makes it more real as well. And until I
yeah,
spoke to
but that
Upstate,
that also helps your neurologist, your journal. That's why they ask you to do it,
yeah, but
because
it was a
they can
double-edged
ask
sword
you.
for
Look,
me.
I'm not talking writing in anything about I had a seizure today. It's what they call the epilepsy journal, not like a normal journal where you write the whole
Yeah,
day down.
I was writing like a normal one. I wasn't.
No, no. Do what they call the epilepsy journal, where you like, okay, I had some shakes today, or I had a petite mal, or I had a grand mal, or they say it lasted this long. That type of journal, not your daily thoughts, but just
Yeah.
I had a seizure today, or wow, I had no seizure today. That type of journal, because that also helps your neurologist.
Well, when I eventually get to see one, I had an appointment in 2019, and the day of my appointment was the day after I was sexually assaulted. So I was still being interviewed by the cops, so I couldn't go. And I called them to tell them I couldn't go, and the reason why on an answer phone, because they weren't at work yet. And they contacted my GP back and said, look, she couldn't be bothered to turn up. So my doctor went mad at me, and I said, whoa, hang on a minute. And then when I explained, he goes, oh, I'm sorry, I know you got attacked, but I didn't know the date. So he was so apologetic, but that
Yeah, well,
hospital screwed
if
me
he was
over.
if he was worth a damn, he'd have called the neurologist back and physically talked to the other doctor and said, "Hey," and
Oh,
that.
he actually has since. He put in a formal complaint to the hospital because of that.
Yeah,
You know,
after losing my wife and just a couple other things, doctors don't like me because I have no filter anymore.
well, I don't blame you, sweetheart. I mean, losing a loved one anyway is bad enough, but when you're going through medical stuff as well, you haven't got time for other people's shit. If they don't like what you're saying, then that's their problem. But as
Yeah,
long as you're not being an a-hole to them, or swearing at them badly, or physically threatening them, or putting you out, that is no good at all. But if you're slightly abrupt and straight to the point, what's wrong with that?
I don't know. Head nurses don't like it much when you ask
No,
them.
I'm exactly like that myself. And some doctors really like it because you get straight to it, and because time is money to them. But I
Oh,
noticed when you get jobs worths that are right Karens, we call them over here.
yeah,
Um,
they're called Karens here too. But my
oh,
wife had a
okay.
triple bypass and a valve done. I went through a crash course on cardiac. I probably know more than the average nurse because of the classes I had to go through to try to help her before she passed. And head nurses don't like it when you look at them and go, "Wow, you're a special kind of stupid. Maybe you ought to go look."
Wow.
I I had one doctor was standing there, and when he turned back around, he sort of turned where the nurse couldn't see him. He's laughing at me, and he sticks his finger out and goes, "You won't talk to my nurse like that." But he had the biggest smile on his face. But how can you believe that he really does? He was laughing so
Nice.
hard. He came back after a half hour, and he just told me, "Please don't do that again." I'm like, "Okay, I'll try."
Oh, I cannot stand doctor staff and pharmacy staff and people like that are like that, because it's as if they've actually failed at becoming a nurse or failed at becoming a doctor. So this is the next thing for them. So they
Oh,
feel that you can take it out on you type of situation, and that's
I
all.
I've told of over here we have nurse practitioners
Yeah, well, we do over here too. I
and
don't know
we
whether
have
Eddie does.
physician assistants. And I
Yeah, we
had
have
one of
them.
them make me so mad. I just looked at him and go, "What? You could do the extra 2 years to become a doctor?"
Yeah, well, we actually have nurse consultants over here
That would
as
be the
well.
same thing as a nurse practitioner over here.
Well, I think it's one up because they did with the nurse practitioners, and then they put in a new category. So I think it might be a little bit more at school. I don't know, but
Yeah,
they both do a very good job regardless, and it takes a lot of pressure off doctors, doesn't it?
yeah, it does. But people, they keep forgetting that they have a doctor to go consult with, and patients keep forgetting that they have a doctor that if they say, "Hey, Uh, I'm not really agreeing with you, little Miss Nurse or Mr. Nurse Practitioner or Physician Assistant. Can you go get the guy that's in charge of you so I can actually talk to him for a minute?" People forget that they have a doctor that has to be directly in charge of them and approve everything they're doing.
Well, at least now, the actual doctor where I am, he actually owns the practice. So any queries, um, prescriptions, or anything I need, I go to him and him only, because the other doctors are screwing up my care and losing prescriptions and driving me nuts. So he deals with me directly, and I like it like that because if something goes wrong, I know who to blame, and he sends me
Yeah,
text messages if there's a problem, which not many doctors send you text messages, do they? Really?
not over here. I actually had a nurse practitioner tell my wife when she went back in to get a refill that she was drug seeking and they were going to
What?
call and yeah, and she was drug
Wow!
seeking and they were going to call the police on us.
What?
She drugged me out of the office when she come out and told me that. She drugged me out of the
Oh,
office
I'm
because
so sorry, Fish. That's terrible.
oh, I know
Poor. I mean, how
that,
embarrassing.
that nurse practitioner is no longer a nurse practitioner.
Oh,
She's
I wonder why. What a bitch.
just a
Excuse
nurse.
my language for
I knew
calling
who
her a bitch, but
to.
wow.
They knocked her back down a level.
I would have done more than that. I would have sacked her for behaviour like that, because that wouldn't have been a one-time thing. That'd be a regular thing by what you've sounded like to me.
Yeah, she did it to a bunch of other people. She ended up
Oh,
getting
you didn't have
fired
a
from
job in
that office.
healthcare.
She got fired from that office,
Mm.
and lost her thing to act like a doctor, like the doctor's right or left
Yeah,
hand.
I get you.
That's all they're doing is being a doctor's extra hand.
It's bad though, isn't it, Eddie, that his poor wife is basically called a junkie?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, for
How
medication.
Well,
embarrassing
you
is
know,
she?
they don't. Like, that's the thing with these like normal everyday doctors and nurses. Like that, they absolutely do not give a flying fiddler's fuck.
Right? I
No, they
agree with you.
don't. I actually do have a friend that's a doctor and he cares and he's not in it for the money. I had that man drive 25 miles to help me out once. But that but what's funny is I joke around with him all the time that that's the reason they call it practicing. They don't want to get you well, they want to get their pocketbook quick.
Yeah.
Oh, it's disgraceful, isn't it? All of that behaviour. It's so
Yeah,
unnecessary,
it should be.
unwanted.
It's not the Hippocratic oath. It's the
Oh, definitely.
hypocrite oath.
No kind of oath at all there.
It's the
Oh,
hypocrite oath.
yeah, they're definitely hypocritical. Jesus Christ.
Oh
Not
yeah.
the
I knew a couple doctors in the 80s that wow, tell me not to be doing stuff, but you're doing your own product, dude, and I busted you. Your mustache is white. You need to clean up. He was so embarrassed.
Uh-huh.
He
it's
didn't
always fun when you catch them out, isn't it?
he didn't like it much when I asked him if I could try some of his to see if it was better than mine.
Look,
My dad actually the master sergeant, my dad spoke to me like I was one of his underlings and we were in the military to order me to leave that doctor alone that was his drinking buddy. I'm like, okay. You've seen it too, right, Dad? He looked like he had rubbed a powdered donut just under his nose. Come on, Dad.
Oh dear. Oh, it's terrible. People behaving like that, though. I mean, Jesus.
I don't know. He was pretty good. He was pretty smart. I did forgive him when I broke my wrist. He called the other doctor that I knew by first name to come down and look at the X-rays because he didn't agree with what the other doctor who was looking at me was going to do, and they rushed me off to more X-rays and put me in a special cast.
Sorry, Fish, I'm not laughing at you. Chunky just grabbed my dog's leg and it just looked very strange out the corner of my eye, seeing my dog's legs waving in the air. I mean, for goodness sake. There were other ways to get my attention than waving a bull mastiff's legs around. For goodness, I apologise, Fish. Didn't mean to burst into laughter.
That's okay. You ought to see my little one when he wants to get my attention. I get doggy piled.
Oh, yeah, but it's not the dog, though. Tonkin's messing around with my dog. And Leo, my dog, is like fast asleep. As Tonkin just demonstrated to Lee, you know, that he hasn't even noticed that his legs are up in the air.
Oh, sleeping on the back, huh?
No, he's on his side. Do that in a minute.
My son's dog, I'll catch him about every other night running in his sleep barking. Oh, I think I just got a message.
Oh, well, I just subbed to your channel. That could have been that, possibly. Because I was going to do that.
You sub to me?
Yeah, because I was going to do it the other day, but it skipped my mind.
Oh,
But
well,
now,
check out my video from 8-1 unless wildlife we've seen, elk, I think like 8-1. That's probably my best work, but what I do is the old man that comes and visit me, the plant guy, he loves to drive around the mountains. And we drive around the mountains up here. I've gotten permission to use my GoPro and video our trip. We went and bought 40,000 looms of LED lights, different sets.
It's a shame you can't borrow a drone, because wouldn't that be quite good if you've got some drone footage out there?
Yeah, it'd be nice. I haven't gotten that far yet. I
Yeah,
do
that's
have
an
a
idea
drone.
though, isn't it? What do you think, Eddie? If you got drone footage of that, that'd be different, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean, like it's
The
so
pictures you
beautiful
get,
around there as well. So
that'd be beautiful pictures and videos and that.
We do a lot of night driving looking for animals. I do
Okay,
catch foxes and just the plain old drives around the mountains here. The Oregon Cat.
nice.
I'm in the Crater Lake area of Oregon, and we drive around in that area. We don't go up into the park or any of that.
I can't wait till it gets warmer, like spring and summer and that. 'Cause I'm gonna go, in great outdoors a lot more because I miss it.
Uh,
yeah, some like that. I mean, that park that we went to, like that was that was good.
Oh,
Beautiful.
the one with the candles. Oh,
Yeah,
that's a beautiful park.
that was a beautiful.
We actually have. I can think of 7 parks like that off the top of my head near this area. I live in a very nice part of London for like stuff like that. So
Yeah.
when you come over again, take you over to there's a lovely park in North Cheam, and that's got deer in it as well, and lots of things. But it's a beautiful park. But the park we went to was more of a personal thing because not only my mum liked that park, but Tompkins did as well. So it had double meaning.
Yeah.
But I knew you'd like it there because it is a beautiful park. You didn't really see many deer there, but that wasn't the point. But that park is absolutely massive. So you could go to like different parts of that park several times and not, and go to different places, and it's still that beautiful and unspoiled, if you like. That's why I thought it'd be an appropriate place for everybody's candles.
yeah, I don't know. You probably wouldn't
Oh
get me up.
no, it's
Probably wouldn't
Marshall.
get me off the islands if I ever came there.
What are you up to, Marshall?
He's having a shower.
Uh,
You're running late
know.
because you said to me this morning that you were going to have a shower just before 8 o'clock. Tut tut. I'm kidding, by the way.
He's extra cleansing himself.
So DJ,
Whoa.
do you go on the narrow boats on the canal system ever?
I have been. I haven't for a while though, because I did have a friend that had a boat, and they actually lived on it, and it was quite nice. But she's moved up north now. But when I do, if I either move up north or island, I'm not sure yet. I'm still in 2 minds about it. But if I move up north, then I might link up with her again because it was quite nice. Spending like time out there, it's different. The people are different as well. Very social people and caring people.
Yeah, that's that's on my bucket list. Those things that I want to do, but might not never get to do. I want to go explore the canal system on a narrow boat.
Oh, the Gooners are playing. Oh, I see. Gooners are Arsenal fans, by the way, but Fish, which is a soccer team over here. Because I don't think you're into sports, are you? Very much. I think you were talking about American football, weren't you, in Devo's the other day?
He has a I think it's MLS, the like the soccer league over there.
Wasn't Beckham part of the American soccer over there for a while.
What was it Galaxy something?
Yeah, that's the one. No, not that I'm a Beckham fan or anything. Yeah, he was a decent player, and he's a good father, what I can make out. But don't really know too much about the guy.
He's a great dead ball specialist. Like as in free kicks and so forth.
Oh, I don't know whether Marshall saw that Arsenal Brighton game a little while ago. Now that was a cracking game. They've got some quite good players on the Brighton team at the minute.
Yeah, the up and comers are getting a lot stronger.
They recently signed two up, haven't they? Was it Dino's friend, Evan Ferguson, when he's just turned 18? Because he said that they signed him up last year when he was 17.
Yeah.
When Dino was talking to me about him, and he's doing really well for Seagulls at the moment. And the other guy, I can't think of his bloody name. I'm not a Brighton and Hove Albion fan, but having a lot of friends and that come from the area, and I lived there for years. It's quite a nice club, like fan-wise and that. You never have a hard time going to watch football matches there. The fans are quite. I would say that they're less vicious than a lot of football fans are. Would you reckon, Eddie, with that?
Well, to be honest, I haven't seen a match in years. So
No, but in regards to, well, I'm sure you read up on it on like YouTube and that about like what's gone on after matches and stuff like that, or maybe not. I don't know.
well, I haven't kept up to date with it. I mean, I only seen the odd results here and there,
Yeah,
but
well, I've watched a few matches recently, but I haven't. I've sort of like lost interest in football for the past year and a half. I'd say I don't know why. I don't know. I just got turned off by it.
it's the way the game is played. That's the problem.
No, it's not all. It's politics behind it as well, and all that taking the knee and them complaining about their wages being lowered during all the pandemic and that, but they're still getting shed loads of money and they're still whining about it. So I'm like, oh, guys, just shut up and be grateful you've got a job. That's what turned me off in a way.
You must be talking about American Dumbball. I stopped watching them for that.
Well, American football's similar to. I mean, I watch rugby as well, so it doesn't really bother me. But the politics sound very much the same as what FIFA are. I mean, would you agree with that, Eddie, or not? It's just as bad political wise, and it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be politics in sports whatsoever.
No.
It's got nothing to do with politics at all, so why even bring it into it? It's really annoying. I think they should just knock it off.
Oh, I see. It can't beat the weed 420's on. Okay.
Oh, fish.
What?
To say this in an open.
Go ahead, say it.
I used to date his cousin, and he's a dodgy guy. Put it that way.
Oh, okay.
So he can be like nice to your face 1 minute and stab you in the back the next. He slept with underage girls, got one of them knocked up. He's a wrong one in that way too. So
Let's not talk about Andy.
well, and he done something nasty to his missus as well, violently. So he's not a nice person. He makes out he's a good person, but he's not. And this is actual genuine information that I'm going with. It's all out there, public information and all that. So
Yeah,
We-
well,
I
I
used
didn't
to
know.
like the guy, but and then I
Somebody
found out
just told me to go check out his channel.
oh, it's an all right channel. I mean, I don't know what the people are like now because I haven't been in his channel for over a year.
I haven't even checked it out, really checked it out. I've seen one little thing about they might have found the lost boy in the moors.
You'd be better off sticking with people like Devo and Upstate and that.
Oh, I
Because
do that, but I also go on the shit show with AC.
yeah,
And
AC's okay, but he can be a little bit of stirring the pot here and there, and he's a bit of a cheeky
it's a
git.
show. He's
Oh, I know.
supposed to stir the pot. You ever gone
Oh,
backstage?
yeah.
Those boys are great.
Well, of course, but I don't agree with the doxing though and things like that. That's where I draw the line. They shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like doctrine, but
No,
it's a show. These
Well,
shows are
yeah,
playing
but
off each
you
other.
can have a good show without putting people's lives in danger. You know.
Yeah. I
Did
don't
you-
like the doxing.
No, I don't have it on mine either, and Eddie's a firm believer in not doing it too.
Yeah.
I was stalked for 6 months, so that is why I'm like against it. You know, because you don't know who's out there, and anybody could be listening to this, and anybody could get you a box and do something stupid. So that's why I don't. But if you want to, you know, check his channel out, fair enough. But be forewarned that it might get trolled a lot. And if people like write down your name and say, "Oh, you go in his channel," they might give you a load of crap as well. Possible, I don't know for certain because I haven't been in there for a long time. But I thought I'd warn you because his cousin got trolled badly because of all that as well. So it was really bad.
Well,
But-
that's just wrong to do.
Well, it is.
Somebody.
And that's why I will not go anywhere near the guy. I mean, he was rude to Upstate as well, which made me go at him a little bit. He was rude to me and was rude to Upstate, so I thought, right, well, I don't mind me so much, but anyone that has a go at Upstate, no, that's not on
Upstate's
in my
a nice
opinion.
guy.
He is a nice guy, and that is exactly why I had to go at him, because he was slating Upstate and Upstate's channel and Upstate as a guy, and I was like, oh no, you didn't. So that's what I'm saying. Be careful around
Oh,
420, you know,
I tried.
because he's capable of that. So, and you know, Upstate, he hasn't got a harmful bone in his body, and Upstate didn't even hear what he was saying. And he even Cool Tools will tell you exactly what he's like as well, because he was around his channel back then.